Well, hey there, top teacher. This is going to be the video tutorial walkthrough for our very new digital personal planner. This is meant for the tablet version of the digital personal planner, and if you would like to see the Google Slides version, please be sure to check out our YouTube channel so that you can see that tutorial itself. So in this tutorial, we're going to talk about how to gain access to your digital planner, how to place it into an annotation app, and then we're going to walk through the various pages and discuss how you can utilize this and customize it to fit your specific needs. So when you first purchase the digital planner for tablet, and you are going to receive a zip file. Now it's important that if you purchase it here on the planner itself, the digital zip file is going to download into your files. Now it is important for me to note that I am utilizing an iPad Pro for this, and so if you're using any form of an Android tablet, you will need to make sure that you take the time to locate information about how to add digital files to that specific device. Unfortunately, we cannot offer support with it because we just don't have enough knowledge about how to utilize it. But YouTube is a wonderful area and it will definitely help you in ensuring that you have information on accessing any form of a file to that tablet. So the first part is that you want to make sure that you get that zip file onto your iPad. Now, if you're using an iPad, you can easily just share it. You can just purchase it on your iPad specifically and then download that zip file here. So it'll go to your Files app. Once you have that, you're going to see that it has like a zip file here. All you have to do in order to open it is to just double tap. Just one tap, and it'll automatically open it into a folder off to the side. So it takes it just a minute to get it opened. And once you do that, you're going to see two different files. The first one is going to be your digital planner, and then the second one is going to be an informational guide. Now we're going to take a look at the informational guide itself, just so you are aware that it does have some really helpful tips for you to navigate with. So the first one is that it just gives you information about thanking you for purchasing the planner. The second one is going to be the digital planner tutorial video, which is what you are currently watching right now. It's going to give you access to various types of link to help support you with annotation apps that we recommend. So we recommend either using GoodNotes, Notability, or Exodio, and we highly recommend that you use the GoodNotes app. It is our favorite, and it is the one that we will offer the most support for. Unfortunately, because we do not use the other two, we just cannot offer you a ton of support with that. But we do give you some links to an area where you can ask questions and hopefully get some answers for questions that you might have. We also give you a little insight into our monthly digital bundle stickers that we have. So these are just really fun stickers that are themed for every month of the year. And so within these, you're going to see that there's just some like fun stickers. You have some to-do list stickers, some header stickers that you could use. And it really just makes it fun and it zhuzhes up your planner a bit. So you can either purchase this as a bundle or you can choose to purchase these individually for each month. You can also check out our other digital planners that we have. So we have a teacher planner, we have unit templates, lesson plan templates, we have a fitness planner, and then obviously this personal planner, which we are now featuring. And we do ask that you abide by the terms of use for this product. It is a single use only product. So as a user, you have as many of these planners as need be. And because it is a lifetime planner, you will want to make sure that you keep these files so that you can use them year after year after year. Okay, so going back, we're going to go into the planner itself. So to have the planner, we talked about having a annotation app, and we do recommend using GoodNotes. Now I know GoodNotes has changed a lot of their features recently, but if you purchase either GoodNotes 5, you have the ability to have, I think it's a one-time purchase rather than a monthly piece. So I'm going to open up the planner. Now you're going to automatically notice I'm not in an annotation app. I'm still in the files, but to take it there, I'm going to hit the little box with the arrow. And then it's going to give me the option to hit open in GoodNotes. And so once it opens, I'm going to import it as a brand new document. And one of the things that I really want to point out are just some of the GoodNotes features that you're going to see here. So you're going to have a way up here at the very top. It's going to tell you what planner you have accessed. If you have multiple files, you'll see multiple tabs up here at the very top. You're going to notice that it has a circle on the little pen feature, and the pen feature is very important because the pen feature, when it is turned off, allows you to be able to navigate through the links in the planner. If you have the pen feature on, you will not be able to jump from one page to the other as quickly or at all, because it won't allow you to have that feature available. So you do want to make sure that you have that pen feature off when you're trying to navigate the planner overall. They've added some others where you have typing feature in the planner as well, and then you also have a recorded feature that you can go through. But everything else is pretty much the same within GoodNotes. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn that feature off, and I'm going to navigate it just by swiping the planner. And so within this planner, the second page, which is after your cover, is your home. This is where all of the things live as far as templates go. So if you want quick access to the templates that are located within this planner, this is where you will want to go. Now, I mentioned the pen feature and having that turned off. And what that does is it allows you to very quickly go from one page to the other inside of the planner. When you click on any of the months, it will have it blacked out, so that way you know what month you are specifically on and navigating. So if I go back to my little home feature, I do want to point out a few things on here. The first is going to be up here at the very top. Now, these are quick links that are on every single page within the planner. And what that does is it allows you to navigate these from all of the various pages. So this page that we're currently on is this home page right here. From there, you have other pages that you can very quickly access. So we're going to run through these rather quickly. You have a stickers page. You will have an appointments page for the year. This is like a yearly overview. You also have an overview for finances for the year. You have places to visit. You have a project tracker for the year. You have an important information, and what's nice is that this is very customizable. You also have a yearly planning page for the year, and then these are very similar. These are the exact same as all the other planners, where you have various areas that you can create and add different sections into your planner and to truly customize it. You also have access to all of the months down here at the very bottom, but we'll talk about some of those features as we start to navigate through the planner a bit more. So let's talk about the different sections we have. We have a personal section inside of the planner. We have finances, which you're going to notice there's a monthly budget section at the bottom that allows you to navigate to the specific month that you're looking for. We also have a productivity section. We have planning section, which again, you have monthly planning, calendars, weekly, and review areas that you can quickly navigate to. You also have the wellness, travel, and any notes, which are extra just like pages that we provide for you that are pretty customizable. So now what we're going to do is we're going to navigate through the various pages and talk about how you can utilize these within your planner. So I'm going to swipe over. The first one is your planning stickers. Now, we talked a little bit about the planning stickers on the guide. And so if I was to come here and I'm going to exit out, I do have a zip file already ready for our January stickers. And so if I open up those stickers, all I did was I just took my swipe up feature, and then I just kind of dragged out my files because I know that that's where it's housed. I can just click and drag and drop it in. Now it's really, really big. So within GoodNotes, I can open up my pen feature and hit the lasso tool, and I can lasso it and then give it a tap. And from there, I'm gonna hit resize, and that's gonna allow me to resize it. We recommend that you resize it and you place it in the way that you want it to look. Because once you do that, all you have to do is lasso it. You're gonna hit tap and then copy. And then if I wanted to paste it on any page, I just tap my finger, hold, and then you can hit paste and it'll automatically place it onto that page. So it's nice to have these stickers that you're going to use most often, so that you can come back and just quickly grab them from your planner. We also have a vision board section where you can really just use this as inspiration. So let's say I want to go into my photos. I'm going to just pull up my photos over here. Let's say I just want to wear more beige. So, or actually, let's say I want to do more things with my family. So I'm going to put that picture here because that's something that I just really want to make sure that I'm spending more time with, because that's part of my vision board, what I want to focus on for the specific year. So another feature they do have is just a tap feature that allows you to quickly add some of those pictures into your planner as well. So you can just really make this and customize it as much as you'd like. We give you a goals overview page that allows you to add any goals for various areas of your life, or if you want to do it focused on a specific month and how you want to set up your goals. You have a detailed goal planner that allows you to write the goal and then really plan it out so that you can be intentional with how you're planning on meeting that goal. And again, for these here, if you just wanted to write, you could definitely just open up and you could write your goal and add that there. You can add pictures, anything that you would really like that just kind of inspires and motivates you. We give you a spot to hold your account information. You also have for various contacts information. You have an area for birthdays that you can keep track of. There's also a home tracker. So if you're a homeowner and you want to keep track of various service contracts, any warranty information for various items in your home, and keeping track of the maintenance that's being performed on your home as well. The cleaning planner is really beneficial, especially for those items that are not necessarily on a daily or a weekly rotation, but more on a monthly. So for example, like your washer, your dryer needs to get cleaned out, your dishwasher needs to get cleaned out, and so you can keep track of some of those items here. So to kind of place checks, you can either just write a check mark if you wanted to, but another cool feature is using a highlighting tool and then just hitting a dot. So that dot's a little bit too big and we can change the size of it. And then that allows you to keep track of the items that you're cleaning and which month you are accomplishing that. We also have a bucket list tracker, and so you can fill out each of a bucket list tracker, so you can fill out any items that you want to do for various areas of your life. You have a book tracker along with a movie and a show tracker. Now, obviously, if you have way more than this that you're going to be watching show-wise for the year, you can certainly duplicate the pages. To do that, all you have to do is go to the waffle. You're going to hit the little caret and then you can hit duplicate, and it's going to automatically put it right next to the one that you've just duplicated. So you do have that ability. It does not mess up your links at all, but you will not have access to that link to that specific page. It's going to take you to the very first page rather than the one that you've created as a duplicate. Same thing for these. If you wanted to add your stars, you can just change up your color, your size. You could shade it in if you wanted to, which is really fun, or you can just add the dots if you so choose. You can add your favorite quotes here. Same thing, if you have more quotes, then you would certainly want to duplicate these pages and use them in another area. The daily journal page is really fun. It's important to reflect on your days. And so what we can do here is actually use this planning page behind one of our colored bookmark sections that we have. And so to do that, let's say I wanted to have maybe my purple be my daily journal. And so I would have to take this page and I'm going to create a copy. So I'm going to hit copy page by going to the three dots in the upper right. So I'm going to hit copy page. So now it's copied. I'm going to go down to my bookmarks and I'm going to scroll where I want it to go. Oops, excuse me. So let's say I can scroll, or you can also just navigate it by hitting the purple like that and going to your waffle because it'll automatically have it there. I'm gonna hit the caret and then I'm gonna put add page after, and then I'm gonna hit paste page. So it's automatically going to paste that page right after my purple. And if I wanted to, I could simply just use my pen tool and then give this a nice title and put my journal. And then that way I know that these are all of my journal pages. Okay, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna navigate back to the home. I'm gonna go down to my daily planning page. There's my daily journal. So you can add colors for these. Again, using that highlighter tool is pretty easy. So if I wanted to just add a dot, I could add a dot. I could shade it in if I wanted to, whatever you choose as far as coloring some of those in. Moving on, we have a spot for our appointments where you can keep track of your insurance, healthcare. This is part of your Apple that's up here at the very top. You also have a mood tracker. So in this one down at the bottom, you have your key that you would use. And so you also have other sections that you can add. So let's just say that as sometimes I am told I can be in a mood. So I'm gonna hit that and then I can give it a specific color. And so for each of these, you would want to create your color codes. And then that way, as you go through the year, you can just add your dots into your section to be able to track various moods that you might have and see if there's a specific rhyme or reason as to why you are feeling the ways that you're feeling. We have a workout tracker, so it's the same idea. You can add some various workouts down here at the bottom that you can keep track of. We have meal ideas, which is nice to be able to plan out the meals that you or your family really, really loves. And it's like a go-to that you can kind of always rely on. And you can keep a list of these. So we definitely, as a family, have certain ones that we will love and we just kind of come back to again and again. And it's always nice to have those ingredients on hand so we never have to think about food and what we're going to be making. You do have a monthly meal planning checklist that you can create. So here it has breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. It's not dated for the month, so you will need to utilize the white to be able to write your dates in for each one. If that's too overwhelming, we also have a weekly meal planning page, which allows you to go for the week, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and any other. We also have an area for grocery shopping. So if you wanted to add some information about what you're shopping for, you could do categories, which is dairy. We have cheese, milk, yogurt, and so on and so forth. But if that's too much, we also give you a master grocery list to be able to look off of and give you inspiration and ideas for what you need to be purchasing to create your grocery list to buy for. We have our financial overview page, which looks at every single month. This is part of your big overarching tabs that are up here at the very top. We also have an account information page so you can keep track of your banking, credit cards, any of that information that you want to have easily accessible. From there, we have a bill tracker so you can track when it's due, paying those bills, the amount that it's due, and checking off the month that you have paid that. Keeping track of any sort of expenses that you might have, so you can list those categories here by date, description, and the amount, and you can give it a category, so hotels, car, anything that you might, food, or etc. We have an order tracker, and this is especially helpful if you're having any of a large order that's being delivered. If you want to make sure that you're tracking it and checking off if you have returned it and been refunded is also really nice. We have a savings account tracker, a debt payment tracker, which goes into the type of debt that you have and the amount that you're paying plus the new balance, to hopefully see that debt go down, down, down. Subscription tracker, so any form of subscriptions that you might be a part of, so you can list what the subscription is, the amount, when it's due, and whether you pay that monthly, annually, or you have a certain auto, like specific time frame. You have a no spend challenge, so you can talk about the month, the date that you start, the day that you end, what's the goal, the reason, the no buy list, and what are some of those exemptions. Like milk might be an exemption. So milk doesn't last very long, so you might need to end up buying some of that. But you can keep track of the days that you do not spend. So how many no spend days versus how many spend days, the total, and give yourself a little reflection. We also have a wish list and a gift ideas tracker, which is really helpful to being able to track ideas for individuals who might be a little challenging to shop for. You have a monthly budget planning page, so looking at the financial focus, what's the income, bills, debt, savings, and then keeping track of any expenses for the month here. You also have this is done for every month. So you have one for January, February, and so on and so forth. So these are already pre-made for you for every month of the year. So you can easily navigate that. And I'm going to show you by going to the home, and then you would have your monthly plannings. You could come right here. Oops, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I went to the wrong one. So you can go to your home, and then you would go to your budgets by going there. So all of those are ready to go for that specific month. You have the places to visit that you can keep track of. You can add little push pins. You can do little dots that you would like to do. You can have images that you can add here, and then keep track of them down at the bottom. You do have a trip planner to help you plan where you're going, what's the schedule, what's the accommodations, transportations, and then the things that you would like to see or do while you are there. You have a trip overview page, so looking at the destination, again, that transportation information, so confirming your flight information, rental car, anything else that you might be doing. Daily itinerary is also in here, so you can write down what your daily itinerary might look like. You can have these blocked out if you need to. So by using that highlighter tool, you can very easily say, oh, from 9 o'clock for an hour, we're going to be doing something. We're going to do something here. And of course, you can take the time to make it look a little bit more neater than I did here. You also have a trip budget and expenses area, so you can keep track of all of the different expenditures that you have while you were out on your trip. You can plan out your outfits based on specific days and what the weather is going to be like. If you were taking the time to go through and check the weather, you can plan out those outfits here. And it might also be helpful to have images, so you can take pictures of those images and place the outfit pictures here, just by using the photos and then dropping the photo in. You also have a packing list that you can keep track of, pre-departure checklist, so things to buy, things to pack, things to do. You have a project tracker, which is part of your quick links up here at the top. And then we give you a project planner to really dig deep into the tasks, resources, and anything else you need to know as far as accomplishing that specific project. You have the Pomodoro tracker here that you can keep track of. Pomodoro is where you work for a specific amount of time, and then you give yourself a break, and then you come back and work it again. So you do so many cycles of that. So I might work for 25 minutes, then give myself a 5-minute break, and then come back and do 25 more minutes. So it's really about just kind of increasing the focus that you have on that specific task. You have a task tracker for daily, weekly, monthly, and then quarterly and yearly tasks. We give you a priority matrix here that you can track through. So being able to create your priority matrix based on the type that you, the version that you like the best. You have a habit tracker that you can go through and keep track of specific habits that you're wanting to build. You do have areas for challenges, so different types of challenges. We give you a 7-day challenge, a 30-day challenge, and a 100-day challenge if you are feeling like you really want to go big or go home. We also give you a spot to be able to create a weekly schedule for yourself. Again, you can just write those in. You can block it out using your highlighter tools. You have a master to-do list. So for every specific week, you might have very specific things that you always do on Saturday, or you always do on Wednesday or Sundays, and you can write down that checklist and be able to reference it and come back to that. You do have to-do list for various categories that you can create for yourself. And we do give you some routine planners as well. So you can go through specific routines, the tasks that you have to do for that routine. So it might be a morning routine, making my coffee, taking out, getting my lunch, taking out the garbage, yada, yada. So you're creating that routine and then tracking it as you would a habit tracker. Routine checklists, if you wanted to have some bigger checklists here. We also give you blank checklists. And then you have a spot for that important information, which is utilized up here in your quick links. You have a spot for any meeting notes that you want to keep track of. You have the Cornell notes that you can utilize here if you wanted to use it for any of your bookmark bars up there at the colored bars. You have a spot to be able to do a brain dump. And then we give you the various types of paper here. So once you do that, we go into the yearly planning focus. And so this is what your year would potentially look like, the focus, the priorities and goals that you have for that year. And then we give you the yearly reflection. So at the end of the year, you can sit down and really start to reflect on that year itself. We give you quarterly planning pages, so for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter, where you can write down your focus, goals, important dates, and to-dos. And then we start to jump into the monthly pages. So for this monthly page here, it's for the month of January. You can see it's blacked out for planning. So you could write down your focus for the month, priorities, goals, projects, to-dos. We've done an entire podcast episode where we really go deep into planning out using this specific planner. We'll leave a link in the description box for you guys to go and check that out. So from there, you can then go into your calendar, which is the next page. So here's my planning, here's my calendar, and it moves over. So again, this is a non-dated planner, so you do need to add your dates by simply using the white. You can go through, add all of your dates to your month, and then also add what weeks you are tracking here off on the side. From there, you can then start jumping into your weekly pages. So you're going to notice up here, these are all quick links for the month of January. So you can quickly go into any of those weeks, and then you would just simply add the dates for those. So let's say this was the 10th, 11, 12, 13, 14, so on and so forth. So you have all of your weekly pages. And then you also have a review page for the end of the month. So you can write a summary of the month. You can add some highlights and things that you are, you have gratitude towards from the month, challenges that you might have had, things that you can improve, and then you can do ratings. So for the ratings section, this might end up looking like, you wanting to say wellness, what was my wellness this month? And then you could use your highlighter tool and then give yourself whatever rating you would want to give you for that specific category. You have ongoing projects, some unfinished to-dos that you can keep track of, and then looking at some things that you want to start doing, keep doing, and stop doing for the month. And that continues on for every single month. We do give you 6 weeks for every month, just for some of those odd ones where it's the first on like a Sunday or a Monday, and you just need an extra week. So we do provide all of those templates for you. At the very end of your planner are going to be all of your bookmarked pages. So at that point, that is going to be it. Actually, let me just go to my home page here. That's going to be it. That is the entire personal planner. Hopefully you have found this to be really beneficial and inspiring, and it's giving you a really good understanding of what's included within this personal planner. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to email us at teachingonthedouble@gmail.com, and we will do our very best to answer any of those questions that you might have. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial planner, and we hope that you enjoy your brand new planner. Happy planning, everyone. Bye.